Hi, team! What a crazy, awesome, blessed night it's been. It's been crazy because tonight I was just so overwhelmed by being able to see our very own Jennifer Mendez and then Mary Odera both getting baptized tonight at our church. And that is like the coolest thing, one of the best things that we can, like, if you just think about how you meet certain people through this business and then all of a sudden, like, a year later, you look at what's going on around you, and people's lives are being changed in all sorts of different ways. So I'm all pumped up right now, and I don't even really have know exactly what I'm going to tell you right now before we switch it over to some special gal tonight. But I want to let you know, you guys, it is the end of the month. Here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you log into your eSuite and check to be sure that you are commission qualified with either 150 PBV or had run your auto ship, 80 BV auto ship this month. Check your declines. You still have a little bit of time to maybe text, a loyal customer or a teammate and say, hey, I noticed your auto ship didn't go through. Would you like to reprocess that? So just a couple of little tips because it is the 30th and a couple hours before it is then October. So we'll probably have Sandra and Jennifer maybe jump on here in a little bit. They're still getting home and getting settled in, and since we were all out together tonight. And I asked somebody really special to do something a little different tonight, and that's because Michelle Rinehart, she's one of my adopted distributors. Her sponsor had decided not to do the business anymore, and Michelle and I have become really close, and she's a Ruby, but this girl, I'm telling you, is the master of just parties after parties after parties, or events after event, and I just think it's so commendable that she's able to go out and just keep booking parties off of parties and find these events, and she's doing these things and taking action, and not everybody knows how to do that. So I asked her if she would be on tonight, and I'm so glad that you accepted, Michelle.
I'm glad you're here.
So Michelle's going to take the floor. I'm going to let her just go for it, okay? And if you need me for anything, let me know, girl. And
Okay.
So I know her connection's a little bit slow, but you should be able to catch everything. So, all right. Take the floor, girl.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle. I started this business August of 13 and went fast, went slow, but build steady. Obviously, I guess I'm a blue because the parties and vendors and just having fun. I'm a full-time hygienist, so I do this, after work, weekends, lunch break. Between patients, I'm always doing stuff. I love the products. I started off as a little customer first, did 3 months, and then became a distributor because my me and my husband knew that we had to do IVF and have a struggle ahead of us. So I was thinking, man, I'm not making any difference in anything with our paycheck, so I need to bring in something extra. So I was like, okay, I'll do this. So yeah, like she said, my distributor doesn't sell, so Corinne was my next in line, and she's been a great sponsor to me and leader. So she asked me tonight to talk about vendors and parties. I seem to have a lot of those. Basically, really, they just kind of fall in my lap. My first vendor was with my hair salon, and they asked me to be a part of it, and really every vendor I've been a part of since has spawned off the first one. And that's just because I built relationships with people. I went around to all the vendors and I shopped myself. Not that I bought, but I shopped. I went in. I guess I was showing them love and asking them to come see me. And we are such a high energy company that when we stood out. We always stand out at vendors because we're out up front, and we just are taught to love people, just like John Eric says. So basically a vendor, how it works for me is I've been asked most of them, and I always just follow up a little bit before I get as much information about it. I talk to my team, I confirm dates. I've grown quite a bit here recently, so it's really fun to be able to start distributing these vendors out to some of my girls. I'm pretty much booking entire weekends. I like to be completely booked on weekends and maybe have one weekend where I'm not doing vendors and I'm doing one-on-ones. And I'm trying to execute more on signing DTs. My problem was signing LCs, and realizing all I have to do is ask for a DT. So basically, just know that that's all you have to do. Back to vendors. If there's a raffle gift included, I always try to do that because it's an easy way for someone to win something. They're always pretty excited. It could all, depending on if they have a minimum, I do the water bottle from Dollar Store, and I print these off. This is the greens. I believe Stephanie Rapstar Smith made these. I include a sample of greens on the go on my Blitz card. And I just put a little bit of frilly. So that's kind of like my gift for vendors, for people to win. And then you can print off the coupon that Corinne made off the team page as well. For I don't give the wrap if they are asking for, like I'm doing a home for the holidays in November. They want a minimum of $25 gift basket. So I will do the voucher for someone to come back instead of letting them go home with the wrap. That way I can place it on them and know that they did it correctly for the first time. Less is more on the table, I do believe. That was a question. I was asked our last vendor event was pirate themed, and that was probably the most fun we had at a vendor event because we got dressed up. If you've seen us on Facebook, you got to see our pirate costumes. It was basically just headgear. But we had a lot of fun. But we had a lot of stuff on our table, and it was fun, but it was hard for, I think, people to see what we had. I just put up the most popular items. So a lot of times I do hair, skin, nails, energy, wraps, fab wrap, and define and gel. And then I also include our lead box. When I started, I think Corinne gave me this one. I would like to get some more, so I guess we need to find out where we can get more because I'd like some of my team members to get this. I just decorated it, and it comes white. I've seen black ones. I don't know if they come in black, but I have them fill out. There's a couple of these, I believe, on our team page, and maybe I'm a 10, but it's an entry form, and it's to win a free wrap, and then it also it gives information. They say yes or no to information they want, what they're interested in, or business opportunity, and I just have them put it in our box. And then at the end, if I'm there with a couple of my teammates, we kind of divvy up who comes. We take turns. People approaching the table, giving their Blitz card, and as they write on that, we put the initial of who spoke to that person. So at the end of the vendor event, we just divvy up little pieces of paper, and it's our responsibility to call within 48 hours because that's when most people are most excited and still remember you. Let's see. I'll also include our banner. Me and one of the girls that first signed up with me, we went in on a lot of stuff. We got a banner for events, and I really like that because it really makes you stand out. Not a lot of people have banners. Not that you have to have one, but we invested in it. We split it down the middle. Let's see. I was just talking about what I include on my table. I also bought from Hobby Lobby a little green chalkboard, and I write on it, $25 to try a wrap, or vendor special, $20, $10 off. I have a before and after picture on the table, and a before and after album, and the wrap magazine. So that's pretty much all for vendors. Like I said, I've gotten vendors just from um, word of mouth, consistency on Facebook. Other people, like on your Facebook, maybe your friend and they're in other MLMs, they see your consistency and they get involved in a vendor and they'll know that It Works isn't there and they'll call you. That's what happened with the pirate themed one. Someone I was friends with knew that I did It Works and she said, we don't have It Works, so won't you come and join us? So that's kind of, stay consistent is good to get customers, but it's also good to connect with other people. Going on to parties, is there anything I should add, Corinne, for vendors?
Actually, I just found a whole bunch of different little festivals and things coming up. This is the season to really start plugging into festivals. And I have, well, you know what I did actually one year? It was 2 years ago. I started calling around to some of the city event coordinators. And I built a relationship with one that ended up letting me know first when they were having an event in their city. So whenever it was a city-funded event or whatnot. So I've had multiple events with just them alone because I called them and I talked to them and I really built a relationship with them. So I really urge you guys, like, this is the time. Like, I know that we have a local radio station and they list all the fall festivals on their website. So those are the things that you want to look for and start poking around. See if there's an email or a phone number to talk to one of the coordinators and ask them, hey, are you accepting vendors? And then the next question is obviously, I'm with It Works. If you don't already have an It Works vendor, I would love to fill out an application or get more information. So don't be afraid to just get on Google and start searching your city and health fairs and fall festivals and, gosh, whatever else you could possibly think of that would kind of surround what we do, like baby expos. We've done like a pregnancy expo. So anything, like, you guys can find a lot of stuff on the internet alone even.
Yeah. Yeah, we have like 10 events planned from October through December. So we are so busy. Yeah. I just got invited to another vendor today.
Oh my gosh! Michelle's your go-to to find out what more she's doing, I swear. Like, you guys, that's crazy. People are following you. You should start periscoping yourself at events and stuff now. People, you must have some mojo.
We have fun. Like I said, I think my team is blue. Natalie's a blue.
Yes, you guys are all the party girls. I love it. I love hanging around with you guys because you just bring a lot of energy and a lot of fun, and that's what you're going to get with a blue. Like, it's less organized, but more fun, I swear.
Well, I will say I have a, and this works for me, I have a vendor bag, a party bag, and I have a wrap appointment bag. Sorry. Oh, God.
Hey, now we can see you better.
She's a knob on the top, trying to get more light. It fell. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I just have a little bag for wrap appointments. I just have them ready in the dining room because, I still work full time, so I just have things ready. So if I get a vendor, I have a bag ready. So.
And that's the cool part, I think, about what we do is, like, we're so simplistic and less is more. So, like, just having a little small wrap bag and a expo bag, like, for expos, like, you'll see that there's so many other people that'll show up as a vendor and have loads and loads and loads of things they have to carry in and set up, and they have to get there really early. I can tell you that I usually get to my events 15 minutes before they start because we throw the table up with a table cover, and then you just want to focus on the core products a lot of the time. So being able to have your drawing, for a free wrap, and then set out the core products. I usually like to have like a dry wrap out or something, and maybe like greens to try. That's an extra. You don't even have to have anything but your blitzers, a raffle, and from there, you could really gain a lot of leads that way. I think you recently even signed somebody up at an event, right? Like
We
2 times, right?
we booked a party at the last one. Like, we booked it on the spot. We booked a party. Um, as far as wrapping on the spot, I'm gonna have my husband build one of those PVC pipe dressing rooms. It's like a little closet. I'm gonna have him build one of those.
Oh,
That way, we can curtain up and just wrap people right there. Because if we're not like at the hair salon, where we can just, because I've done a few vendors at my hair salon, and we just go to the bathroom. But if we're outside,
yeah.
people don't want to be there. So I think I'm gonna do that. That's my next investment.
And if it's not hot outside, of course, too. Somewhere I wasn't able to, but I wanted to mention Sandra had actually a pop-up tent for air. What is it? When you're airbrushing on a tan.
Yeah. Cool.
I look at her. She's like, yes, kind of.
The airbrush.
Yeah, and you got that from Amazon, right? It probably wasn't very much, but it's a pop-up tent so that you could wrap people in, even something as simple as that.
I'm very interested in that.
Awesome, we'll have to share. I keep hearing a weird sound.
My
Oh,
house.
what is that?
I don't know. That's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Okay, go ahead.
Hey Jason, I'm live on here. You gotta let him off in.
Sorry.
There's a big old moth in here now.
We're gonna see Michelle do a dance if that thing lands in your hair.
You have no idea. I don't like bugs. No. Okay. He's trying to catch it. All right. Are you ready for me to go to parties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Parties. Well, I'll just say where I started was with obviously Warm Market, and I guess I have a pretty big Warm Market. Facebook, your nail salon, your hair salon. Never leave a wrap party without booking another one. You taught me that. And host wraps for free, which is always an incentive to get people to wrap. When I book a party, I use Facebook. I go to the events and I create a wrap party. I like to use, like, my next party is, I named it Lonnie's Skinny Wrap Party. And I asked her for her address, so people like me, I don't think until last minute, where am I going? So I go to the events and their address is in there, and I just click and it takes me right there. So I always try to get the address, because a lot of people just use their smartphone and do that for their GPS. I put a start time. I don't really put an end time, because it really depends on how many people you're wrapping. I always try to bring somebody with me, especially if it's like over 6 to 8, because it takes a lot of time to wrap people. Facial parties are a lot of fun, but it's always nice to have help with those too. I put a description. I'll give you an example what I write. I say, come try Skinny Wrap with Lonnie. We are going to tighten, tone, and firm our skin anywhere from the neck down in 45 minutes. Bring $25, dress comfy, and come hang out with the girls. It's going to be a great time. That's just an example of what I use. I like to put the party on public. That way their friends and your friends see that you are partying, and parties are always fun. I do, if anybody knows how, when you book the party, if you accidentally did it private, how do you go back and change it to public? Because I can't figure that out. So if anybody knows that, message.
Well, I did find that we're not able to do that now.
We're not allowed to do public?
Well, you're not able to change the privacy once you set an event up now.
I was like, well, how do you do this? I couldn't figure it out.
I know. They took away that ability.
Okay. Well, all right. That's good to know. I'll try to remember to do that from the beginning. I always, the host of the party, a host on the Facebook event, I have 2 to 3 days before, I have them private message their friends who haven't responded to personally invite them. And the day of, I have them message the friends, just let them know, say, hey, I can't wait to see you, can't wait for you to try this. Let's see. I always let the host wrap for free if they have 4 people. So that makes the party, you're guaranteed to get $100 at least for your time. I have a sign-in sheet. I do kind of use, I've bought the corporates and then I just print it off from our files team page. That's free. And then I have them sign in. I have a wrap jar and I have them put the money in and then I hand them the wrap. That way I know who's paid and who hasn't. Sometimes I put a little $ by who's paid and have them mark what they're wrapping. And then I keep that sheet to follow up with them later, like the next day. But a lot of times I just get people's phone numbers right away. I Facebook friend request them right away, or I have the host who is becoming a DT do that. So I always play the game where we they check in on their own page and say, trying this crazy rap thing, and tag the host or tag me. And whoever gets the most comments and likes wins 3 to 5 days of greens on the go. So that's always makes it exciting for everybody. Let's see. During the party pad, one of the biggest things I've noticed, especially when I'm watching, like my DTs do it, I'm kind of watching the audience, sitting back. I realize that you need to really engage with with the people there. Don't talk to them, talk with them. Engage with questions and be excited. I know you can be really nervous talking to a bunch of strangers. For me, it's easier to talk to strangers. Doing this, it's a little hard because I feel like I'm looking at myself, talking to myself. Let's see. You don't want people to feel lectured, basically. They start kind of going la la land. Let's see what this says. Let me look at my website. Oh, okay. So as soon as I'm done with the party pad, I have my phone and maybe the host's phone set up with my website on it, with a link, and I go ahead and hand it to the person that engaged the most, or I talk privately whenever I was wrapping them in the other room, and give them the phone to sign up. I just go ahead and hand it to them and assume they want to buy. So I don't give anybody the option to go home and think about it. You're most likely, in my experience, they take a long time to come back around, but I don't ever give up. There's a lady that signed up as a little customer finally to do a 90-day testimony. It's just really how you word it to people, in my experience. So she agreed to do a 90-day testimony, and it was 2 years ago that she tried to wrap. She actually tried to wrap for free, and she has followed 2 years. So don't listening in. Okay, so if you have your party pads, we'll do like a really quick demo of kind of what I do at a party. Have you tried the crazy rap thing? And I'll ask them, who has it on. Most of my inspiration has come from watching Cami Dempsey's videos, so I kind of mimic her a little bit, but then kind of do my own thing. I don't know that I do the same thing every time. It really just depends. But I always have a demo wrap out, and I kind of go over what the pictures say here. If I'm helping someone or I have somebody with me helping, I'll have them do it while I talk. So I just tell them, as we took it out earlier and we put the wrap on, you've seen that the formula came on the wrap, and it is easy. They're pre-treated. They come in a pack of 4. You put it on all these areas, and somebody's doing that for me on the side. Usually people are laughing because, you're doing your inner thigh. You can put it on your butt. Talk about the boob lift. We tell them about not wearing it on the face. There's a special wrap for just that, and we're going to see results in 45 minutes. I ask them, how is it feeling? Is it tingling? Is it hot? Is it cold? Make sure you're drinking your water. You got to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And the next page, I say, well, I know this person that wrapped her, and I tell them about Kate Souders, because Kate Souders is the person that wrapped this person. Is that right, Kate Saunders? I tell them how it tightens, tones, and firms, reduces the appearance of cellulite, gives lasting results. So a lot of people ask, is this temporary? Is it water weight loss? So you just kind of explain that. And you can only get it through a Networks distributor. I kind of advise them not to think that they can go on Craigslist or eBay to get this. I think way back in the day, not anymore. And then we start talking about how to be a loyal customer, and I tell them about 40% off and easy ways to save. And then we go over to the join the party, and we talk about we have a 3-step program to success in this company and is duplicatable. Everyone in this company does the same thing no matter what rank and how much money you make. We talk about the products that you get in the catalog or in the starter kit, and I talk about how much cooler stuff they get than I got when I started. I really talk it up, and I'm excited about it. And then I talk about the step 2 and 3 on how easy it is to get your loyal customers. It was really easy for me in the beginning. It's not easy for everybody, but it was. I pretty much told my mom, my mother-in-law, my best friend, you are going to be a customer. You are going to help me start my business. We have awesome products. I was a customer for 3 months, and I know you're going to love it. So I got people signed up right away. And I tell them how easy it could be for them. And then going Ruby and getting 3 friends, cousin. I just name warm market people for them. So, getting support from other people. Then we go over, and one cool trick is having them look on here and point to what income would change their life, what would make an impact in paying bills and not being afraid, to go to the grocery store and have to check your bank account and how much groceries you can buy. And I tell kind of different stories on how fast some people got to certain ranks and then building strong. And then the last part we go over, I'll talk about the loyal customer program and how as a distributor and a loyal customer you get 40% off as being both. If you want to, while you are a distributor and using the product, you want to pay for your products by making money, or do you just want to order? I just kind of do the pros on both and let them compare. And then as soon as I'm done, I hand them my phone. Let's see what other notes I have. And assume they want to do it. Okay, here's some questions I got. Is less more when setting up a table? If putting out too much, does this help or hurt me? I think less is more, because you want people to come to your vendor table and not be overwhelmed on what they're seeing. You want it to be clear that these are the wraps. This is our flagship product. I kind of do things in groups. I put the defining gel fab wrap and our wraps in the middle, front and center, and I'll do a little bit of the hair, skin, nails, the skin line, and then I do over here the greens, the energy drink. And a lot of the stuff I bought from the dollar store because they had a lot of lime green stuff, so I bought that recently and kind of built with that. What other question was, what do you say to your prospects to get parties booked, as well as what happens during? Okay, so I went over the party pad. To get things booked, I usually go for the people that are unsure and they don't seem like they want to sign up right away. I will talk to them and say, well, do you want to do your second wrap for free? And tell them about how they can get that for free by booking a party. And then I just try to book it. I just say, let me look at my calendar right now, and I give them a couple dates to choose from. And then pretty much they go for it, because they get to try it for free and get all these samples again. The other question I have is, do you find events to attend? What are some good ideas on how and where to find them? I know that you can look online. This is the busy season for events. September, October, November, there's lots of events. So I would just get on Facebook. You can find a lot of local churches do pumpkin festivals and things like that. Other question was, when launching a DT, whose money is supposed to come out of wraps sold at their party? How do you split the money? Do you let them borrow wraps? Get the money where they receive it? I don't think I wrote that down right. I haven't done that, but I would be willing to, at the most, say I have wraps. Any person that signs up as your party, you can have those, and then I will just trade them when they get their product in, if they need the money. But I haven't experienced doing that, so maybe somebody else has experience with that. And that's it, Corinne. Do we have any more questions? Any more insight?
Had you posted something on the page asking questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any more.
I was running around like a crazy person tonight, so sorry I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 questions on there earlier. I think I answered. The last question was, when launching a DT, whose money is supposed to come out of wraps sold at their party? How do you split the money? Do you let them borrow the wraps and get them back when they receive their kit? Have you ever done that?
Hold on, Jennifer and Sandra, if you don't mind, Jade's having difficulty. I apologize.
Okay. Hey, Jennifer.
I guess Sandra left too. When I launch a DT, I let them make the money because I know that they're starting, and if I'm there to host a party and if they need the wraps, I'll let them borrow my wraps and then give me back wraps. And if they have their own wraps already, then I'll just host the party for them and their first party to launch them and let them make the money and sign up their customers. Whoever signs up is their customers. So no, I don't take any money from my new distributors. Yeah, I want to help them, and obviously when you start because you want to make some kind of money. So that's what I do.
Okay.
Sandra.
Yeah, I agree. Ashley Sinclair recently in a Periscope, she calls it like a first win. She likes to help her DTs like basically get that first win going, and that gets them excited. So no, I don't. I let them.
I did see Ashley Sinclair actually do a Periscope where she offers the DT to make the profit off of her wraps. So if they want to join, and they bring in like 10 potential customers in to wrap for $25, she kept what she paid, which was $15, and she gave the $10 to her
Her new distributor.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that I do, I don't know if you do that or if you covered that because I got on late because I just got home. But another thing that I do, if I do a party and let's say the person's not a distributor, it's not a launch party, I'm just doing a wrap party, I have a host, I always offer the host to become a distributor at the end of the party. I don't know if you mentioned that, but I do that. And if the host becomes a distributor, I signed up those loyal customers, whoever signs up under her that first night. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Something I wanted to just clarify on was that when Ashley does that with someone, I don't know if I heard this or not, that she was doing that and giving them profit to get their kit that night. Is that what I want to make sure that was that we don't do that to somebody just to,
starting already
money, but because that was her way of getting up the money for her kit that night. So that's something that we do. Like, it's really great to be able to help somebody by doing that. Is like, bring our wraps, let them take the profits for that, and sign them up then. So, and that's the big thing here, guys. Make sure that if you do that, that you are signing them up right then, okay? Or that there's a trust factor there with that money going into their account and getting them signed up. You have their paperwork, everything in it, so you sign them up immediately as soon as they make that deposit, because you don't want to give somebody the profits, leave the party, and then they never sign up.
Right.
So you have to make sure that you are always in control of that, because this is your business. This is absolutely your business. So make sure that you protect yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
A moment of silence.
I know, right? Too much excitement tonight.
I know.
And it's end of the
So
month,
tired.
so it's crazy.
It's the end of the month. Yes, I know. And then poor Jade. She's in so much pain, little girl. Poor girl.
Yeah.
What was I going to mention? Well, let's do this, you guys. If you have any other questions, post them in the team page, okay? And we'll all work together to answer them if there was anything that we missed tonight or anything you want to know more about. And I want to remind everybody that we are having our September and October. It is a 2-month-long contest where you're going to be able to fill out your steps to success and submit them to who is another ambassador upline of ours, Carla Burns. And she's doing it for her Florida team. If you are outside of Florida, you just have to find your way here and pay for your way here. But the prize is going to be around the world at the Epcot Adventure with her and John Eric Mosler. So that's something to really look forward to. You want to get your steps to success in. Filling out that whole thing here. You got four customers, 3 distributors. Okay, that's your steps to success, and you're given 2 months to do that, to turn that in and win. Okay, you got to do more though too. Don't just stop there, because they're gonna take like the first 20, I think she said. And then we are also providing a prize for that as well. So there's gonna be multiple winners. So filling out those steps to success and doing what we do anyways, you're going to be hugely rewarded for that. We are starting our 75-day push. I cannot stress this enough to you guys, that this is going to be a season that you don't ever forget. You will never forget a season like this, because this is the time that your leaders are pouring into you, and they are teaching you, and they are giving you the opportunity to really learn new ways to build your business, or different ideas that are going to help push you, because it's go time once January hits. Okay, that is, and just like I said, everything starts then. New Year's resolutions, people get tax returns back, want to get healthy, but this right now, we're changing the graph anyway already. Like, we are going to do this 75-day push, and we are going to continue to really grow our business, planting those seeds, sowing those seeds, and then gaining our harvest. Guys, this is no joke. And conference is coming up. Going to be they're going to announce conference soon, and you want to be there. You will be kicking yourself for missing conference. So don't miss conference at all. Like, whatever you have got to do to get there, you are going to want to be there. So I know there's a lot to throw at you there, but that is what's so exciting about this, is we have so much going on, and it's really exciting. And if you really think about it, you guys, take a step back and look at what's going on in front of you right now. You have an opportunity to completely change your circumstances in your family's life, and be able to go for those dreams that you always, always, always wanted to be able to do, but never thought you could. I never thought in a million years, 2.5, 3 years ago, that I would be where we are now. A quick little testimony, you guys. This whole thing going on with Jade right now, okay, this is the first real big thing that's happened to us since we've had a really nice steady flow of income, beyond our jobs. And we took her in today, and for her second surgery, and we'd already put out probably over $600 or whatnot prior to this, and then we had to pay another $700 today. And I looked at her and I said, what do you do when people don't have money, like, to do this, like, immediately? And they says, well, the only thing that we can do is we run their credit through, like, a care system thing where you can make payments, and then you got, your percentage of, that you have to pay back on top of that, the interest. I'm just like, back then, you guys, it would have been so hard for us to do any of that. Like my credit's shot, from back then. We made, some horrible money choices. But we're learning from that, and just being able to swipe our debit card today and not worry about that. This is what you get to look forward to when you don't quit and you don't give up. And Michelle, like, her why, having IVF, or growing her family, like, she's always reminding herself of her why, and that's what keeps her going. And I have to attest to the fact that Michelle was just happy doing this on the side for a long time, and she really didn't it wasn't her priority, and all of a sudden, like, because she never gave up, boom, like, this girl is, like, going nutso right now. Like, 10 events? Are you kidding me? 10 events coming up? Like, and parties, and her team is growing, and her team is excited, and Michelle's excited, and it's so awesome to watch that happen, because Michelle never gave up.
Yeah.
So, all of it is so rewarding. You have no idea, you guys. This is just the beginning, and, enjoy the journey, because every part of it is significant. If something goes awry, it's because you're meant to learn something from it. And, we're always looking forward, and we're always focused on our goals, because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a plan, then you're not going to get there. So make sure you have your goal, make sure you have your plan, make sure you have your steps to success out and your chart, and just work it, because that's all it takes, is taking action. So anything else you girls would like to add this evening?
I have my steps to success on my refrigerator. I see it every day, and I'm highlighting people off.
Woo-hoo! I love that. The law of attraction, you guys. Don't forget how powerful it can be. Write people's names right into that steps to success, or on your chart that you've talked to, and I'm telling you, they're going to end up signing up, because you're going to keep thinking about them, following up with them, and talking to them, and you're not going to let 2 weeks go by. You're going to let maybe 2 days go by before you're hitting them up again with excitement and passion. So last day today that we know of, offering the $500 Ruby bonus. We'll see what they say tomorrow, and we're looking forward to, let's see, a new product November 1st. We're going to be looking forward to some Christmas packages, and oh my gosh, there's just so much going on right now. I'm going to be getting 3 boxes of WOW in very, very soon. So we're going to have sample parties. And I can tell you, like, people seeing results in 45 seconds from the eye wrap, they're going to be so wowed. Like, we're going to be signing people like crazy, So set up sample parties. Order yourself a box. Get creative on Facebook. Say, hey, if you share this, and like this, share this, and I'll put you in for a free drawing for 3 days of the WOW eye wrap. So just be creative, think outside the box. However we can get these products on people, the WOW on somebody or the eye product on somebody, they see results quickly, and I'm telling you, that is what is so cool about this, is we have a product that speaks for itself and sells itself. It's just about getting it on somebody. So with that, I think we will wrap this up. Thanks, guys, for being patient tonight, and congrats again to Jennifer and Mary with their practice this evening.
Jennifer.
Oh, it was so powerful. And thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing your knowledge and success and what you do, because, we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and that's why we complement each other so well. And thank you so much for being on tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. All right, girls. Thanks for being on. And we'll
Peace out.
Okay. Bye.